Betsy here from Museful Creations, and welcome. I hope you can hear me today. I've got my trusty husband checking for me while he's at work. Hopefully, everything is A-OK. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. And tonight, we're going to be making a festive gift ready duo, super easy to create. Okay. Now, what you're going to need for supplies are pretty basic. Your paper trimmer, scoring tool, bone folder, 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Thank you. Thank you, my sweet husband. Awesome sauce. Wicked awesome. And if you happen to have a letter opener, that will come in handy, but not necessary. However, if you have very fine tip scissors, would be awesome to have handy. And let's get to it. What you're going to do is on the 8.5 side, you're going to score at 2.5. Okay? Then at 6. And this caddy, which I'll share with you later, I made literally 25 years ago. Yes. And I found it. And I said, oh my gosh, I need to tweak it a little bit and share with my crafty friends. So then on the 11 inside, you're going to score at 4.5 and then at 6.5. Super, super easy. Okay. Again, on the 8.5, you're going to score at 2.5, then at 6. On the 11, you're going to score at 4.5, then at 6.5. Okay. I'm going to put my paper trimmer to the side here. But you're going to need the bone folder because you have to crease all those folds. Okay. Just like that. Okay? Super, super easy. Not complicated at all. Now, what you want to do is grab your glue of choice. You could use a glue stick, but I recommend a liquid glue of choice. And what you want to do is you're going to form, well, this is up like so. You're going to take, and I want to start on the right side. Super important. It's just easier for me. You might want to start on the left. And what you want to do is fold this part here. You're going to fold it. I'm trying to angle it so that you could see. You're going to bring it back like so. And it's like you're making a V shape. And then you're going to take your bone folder and crease. Okay? Just like so. And now you're going to undo that part. Bring it, fold it to the right. And then you're going to take your, let me do it this way so that you could see. It's like you're forming a V, if you will. And you're going to bring it right up against that fold. And I want to stay in frame. And then you're going to use your bone folder to make, it's like a V, as you can see there, or a triangle. Now you're going to do the same on the right, okay? You're going to bring it back like so. Hold that there. Bring it back. Hold it. And you're going to crease. I just want to make sure that you can see it. Okay? And then you're going to open it. Bring your fold to the right. Then grab. I mean, you can also do this a little bit if you want with your bone folder, but and not necessary. You want to bring this back and try to stay in the frame here so that you could see. And then you want to bring it back. Now, pink is not my favorite color, but I wanted to make this one to show you the where I fold, and now I want to glue this one because this is the color that I want to use. And where you want to glue, of course, is as follows. You want to put glue on this flap here and try to do it on the edge. And then bring it down. And I'm going to press a little bit there to hold it. And 3-in-1 is it's a pretty good adhesive. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of glue, and I want to put it on this side here, this flap right there, because I'll share with you why in just a second. But it's completely up to you. I'm going to put that one down, and then I want to put glue in here, like so, on the edge there. Okay, seal it there. You could use those quilting pins to hold it in place, but I'm putting a generous amount of the 3-in-1. Just like so. And then here, I'm going to put glue on the edge of that top flap. You could, if you want, you could use a brad in the center. It's completely up to you. That's what I did on the one I made 25 years ago. Literally. And then I want to put glue on this one. And I mainly want to do the edge right there, okay? Just like that. It's like you're doing a V. And I'm going to use my bone folder to make sure that everything will adhere. And the reason why I'm suggesting that you not seal both flaps, like the inner flap, it's because this can be used as pocket number 1 and pocket number 2. Okay, but if you're not going to use it, just put a little bit of glue on the top, like so, and you seal it. Okay, but just wanted to show you that. Now, what we're going to do while this is drying, just make sure that your edges are adhering to the inner box. Okay, now next we're going to do a little bit of stamping to adorn the outside of this cute little caddy box. And what I want to do now is prep my surface before I stamp with the magic powder. It just helps the embossing powder stick to the actual image that will be stamped on the surface. I hope that you're all having a good Tuesday and that it's not too hot or too cold wherever you are from. Out here, it's 45 degrees. Not bad. We will take it. We will take it. So I'm going to use a little bit of Versamark. And I want to make that super juicy. And I'm going to stamp it right in the center. Okay. Oh, it's super juicy. And now I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie, Antiquities Weathered White. This is ancient. And I want to do this. Oh, so pretty. And that's why I like that the magic embossing bag, because it really keeps the embossing powder on the stamped image. And I will heat set this. And the reason why I like this particular color, it's not as intense as a Snow White EP or a White EP. I almost chose cream, but I really like this weathered. It's sort of distressed, if you will. We're almost there. Look how pretty that is. Trying to use what I have in my stash. Okay. I think this is good. I think this is good, yes. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Okay, now, what I want to do is carefully shred the edges a little bit with my fingernail. I could have done this before, but I like the effect because I wasn't sure if I really wanted to do it or not, but I do. I was thinking of not, but then that's how it is when you're crafting. Sometimes you have an idea in mind and then you change midstream, and that's what's fun about this hobby of ours. Okay, I like that. Wicked cool. And now what I want to do is I really want this to pop a little bit. So I'm going to affix this to this. I think this, I don't know if this is strawberry paper. I got it years ago when it was a thing. I don't know if it was maybe from eBay or Etsy. I'm not sure, but I like that color. So I'm going to put this right in the middle, somewhat in the middle. And then I'm going to do the same with this yellow paper. Just like so. And just so that you know, I didn't make, sometimes I play around because I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. And I'm literally just doing this as we go. I did not make another one, like a sample or something like that. I just said, you know what? Just have fun. And now I just want to distress the edges just a tad. You could use black, but I really want this color. My trusty oldie but goodie sepia. Okay, so that's done. And now what I want to do is affix this to this right here, just like that. And I'm thinking, no, I'm going to leave it just like that. And I'm going to add this right here, just like so. Sometimes less is more. And then I'm going to center it just like that. And now, let me just remove this so I can put this away while that dries to the front, on the front. And I think what I want to do is grab number 25 and we'll see. But let me grab that one for now. And let me grab this here. Let me put this to the side. And I think I want to use, pardon me while I grab an extra, just a little piece of scrap here. And what I want to do is actually I'm going to use jet black. And I'm going to use that one there, like so. And then I want to use this 3 1/4 inch punch, just like that. And I might use, let me use, I want to give it a little bit of heft. So I just cut another circle from sturdier cardstock. And let me put this here. Stress the edges. This is still a little wet, but that's okay. And then what I want to do, here we go. Is use my 3D, these little dimensional dots. And I'm going to put it right in the middle there. And I want to put that right here, like so. Okay? Just like that. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is put this away. And I'm going to grab my and punch a hole to add did I just punch? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I just punched this twice. Oh my gosh, so you got to be careful. Look what I just did. I just punched it by accident. I can't. But that's okay because I can cover that later. No biggie. So that's hilarious. I'll leave it to Betsy. But that's okay. It's all good. There's no mistakes in crafting. Right? No mistakes in crafting. Okay, so this is the festive, crafty caddy, if you will. And we're not done yet. I'm just allowing things to kind of settle and dry because it's still a little wet. I did lay on the glue quite heavy, but it's super easy to make. And now what we're going to do is I had something else in mind. And I was like, okay, but wait a minute. You've got all these envelopes. You need to use these envelopes. And I said, all right, so let's play. So literally, I'm doing this on the fly here. It's in my head. And I think this is the best way, in my opinion, to create. I'm grabbing what size is this envelope? 4 1/4 by, I think it's 5.5 inches, if I'm not mistaken. 5 3/4 of an inch envelope. Okay. And what I'm going to use this little, what are these? These are mini covers, and this is a freebie that Museful makers will be receiving today once I'm done with the live. And I so appreciate their support, and I want to also share how this will be incorporated in this make. So what you want to do is keep this flap to the right, okay? Now, hopefully my my memory will serve me correctly as I was processing this in my head. So what you want to do is pretty much decide what you want the cover to be, okay? So you're going to score roughly, I want to say at 3. No, hold on, this way. You want to score at 7 eighths. And you're going to score, not on the flap. I take that back. Again, this is all in my head. I don't have a sample to share because I really want to feel comfortable doing these things live, especially when it's something different that I've never done before. And I have never done this before. But let me know. Have you ever done this? I haven't. And you want to fold like so. Press really well and kind of, because this is a thick craft envelope. So you want to fix that because you need that. What I'm going to do is open here. You do it this way as well. Okay. And then you're going to have that 7/8 inch flap, if you will. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this aside because I don't think I'm going to use this again. And then what you want to do before you do anything else, you want to punch your corners as best you can. Like so. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to, how did I want to do this? You're going to cut. You're going to cut, but this is your cover, and you're going to cut this part off. Okay? So yes, you will need your trimmer, but that's okay. And you're gonna trim depending on the size of. I mean, you can make your cover the whole length if you want. It's completely up to you. But you're probably gonna cut. It looks like it's a 1/2 inch. Okay. And you're gonna cut a 1/2 inch, just like so. And then, before you proceed, you can, if you want. This is me because I love to embellish and add a little bit of this or that. You're going to take your ribbon and you're going to add your ribbon on the edge of this fold, just like so, before you add your cover. And add that just like that. Muy importante. Press, press, press. And you're gonna trim that. And you're gonna trim this here. Now, what you're gonna do next is you're going to add glue on this bottom edge here that you cut off because it's important and you'll see why. You want to seal that just like so. Okay. Just like that. And then this is where it gets wicked fun. You're going to take your scissors. How did I do this? Yeah, I went like this. And I'm just literally, I'm doing it by sight. I'm not using any particular measurement. And, oh, look at that. Not bad. I'm a little off, but that's okay. And then what you want to do, you're going to have 2 flaps here. Now, hold on. This is so much fun. This is, literally, this is all in my head, folks. I don't have any notes. This is me playing around. This is how I create. So you're going to take your sharp scissors and make that little slit there. And then you're going to take your letter opener and suavecito, very easy, very easy. Open that side up a little bit more. Just like that. And then finish it off with your thinner scissors. Okay? So you're going to have this open here, this open here. And now what you're going to do is grab your, I'm using a 1.5 inch circle. I don't know if it's going to fit. I'm going to try to make it fit. Nope. Let me use a smaller one. Maybe that'll fit. I think if I do it this way, it'll fit. But I'm not sure if I'm centering it, but I'm going to try. Oh, well. Just like that. Yes. Yes! Love it. And now we're going to apply glue on the edge of that top envelope flap, just like so. Okay? And look. Can y'all see what this is turning into? This is too funny. So that's pocket number 1. And then what you're going to do is take this, the other flap, this one here, the top and the side. You're going to bring it down like so. And what you're going to do is add a little bit of glue on the edge here, like that. Bring it this way. And here I'm going to use the bigger punch. Hold on. Stay together now. Like this. Right there. And now we're going to lift this here. And add glue to the edge, like so. You're going to bring that down. Okay? Come on now, stay there. Stay with me, stay with me. And now, bring it over. Where's my bone folder? Press, press, press. You're going to take, before you put that cover, you're going to, if you're a distresser like me, you want to add this now. I can't believe how cool this is turning out. Yes, this is no samples. Just thought about this last night because I had something else in mind that I was going to make. And now we're going to add glue to this part here, like so. And you will add your cover to that flap. Now, what you can do here too, well, actually, let me add a little bit more glue here and here on the edge. See on the edge like that? Just like that. But don't put glue on the entire flap. Just on the sides and on the, I got glue on the cover there. But let me trim this a little bit more, like this. Okay, bring it down. And now you wonder, what are you doing? Well, this is going to hold different embellishments, and I'll show you what they will be in just a sec. So this is how it folds, just like that. And you've got a pocket here, pockets here, and pocket there. But then you're saying, but how in the world is that all going to stay in place? Well, I thought about that too last night, and I said, the size, what's the size of that envelope again? What did I say? It's 3 3/8. Did I say 3 3/8? Yeah, 3 3/8. So you're going to do 3 3/8. And let's say 2 inches. Okay? So you're going to cut a piece that's 3 3/8, 2 inches by 3 3/8, and you're going to fold it in the middle, just like so. And then what you want to do is use your corner rounder, just like that. And what we're going to do is, actually, I don't know if I want, well, here's the thing. I think what I want to do is I'm going to make a little eyelet hole there, and then I'm going to try to make an eyelet. Is this the center? Yeah, an eyelet hole here. And this is something that you might want to do before. Oh, it does fit. Perfect. Before you seal the envelope. Did I do it? Yes, it worked. Again, this is all in my head. This is how I create. Literally. I have something in mind, and then I pivot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, well, how cool is that? And now what I want to do is add glue. And of course, you know, afterwards you can, by all means, adorn your envelope. You can use colored envelopes. You can, you know, just use digitals or old hymnal pages. And now what I want to show you is, where is it? Okay, here we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, one more thing that I thought about is I would like to add a little decorative tab right here, just like so. And yes, I want to add a little bit of bling. So I will add another eyelet. And what a wonderful way, sweet friends, to gift. I'm going to make a bunch of these and gift to friends, relatives, etc. And then what you want to do is you can put these tags right there. You can put, and I've got a couple of frames here that you can put on the side like so. Okay. And you can add a little prompt that you can affix with a reflection. Reflect on a moment when something broken became beautiful. And then on the back, and these are more tags that you can put in that pocket. On the back, you can put these 2 tags, and then to prevent it from falling, you can, let's try to loop this. Come on. Yes. Perfect. So you're going to go like this and slip it in. And then you're going to go like that. And then you're going to tie it. Just imagine all the things that you can put in these caddies. You know, embellishments to make clusters, soup mix, a cocoa mix. Now, that will fit nicely like that inside. I'm still going to put an embellishment there. And then what I want to do here is these, it says here, artfully created. These were a digital that I shared a few weeks ago with Museful Maker members. And attach that like so. And then this is going to be a gift for someone that is crafty. And then I have this container with all sorts of embellishments that are oldie but goodie ones. And this is a video that I shared last Thursday, how to turn Dollar Tree stickers into a vintage bauble or etc. And this fits nicely just like so. So I truly hope this will inspire you to grab your extra scraps, a little bit of stamping, and some bling. Use your envelopes to create a unique way, super easy to store. And again, this is so beginner friendly, super easy. And I cannot wait to hear from you, see what you